Hello, I'm Maxwell and I help teach young men purpose in life. Today I want to talk about friendships and the importance of having good ones in your life. If you ever heard the saying, you are the sum of the five people you hang around with, I want to let you know that that is true. Are you hanging around with people that hold you down, almost like in a crabs in a bucket mentality, that when you try to climb out, are they pulling you down or are they helping you get lifted up, motivate you, and improve yourself? So to get started, I want to let you know that the majority of the friends you have are not actually your friends. You went to school with them, you met them at the lunch table, you've dicked around, but you've never actually had meaningful conversations or thoughts on how you can add value to each other's lives. Or maybe you met them at work and you find that they're funny, they make the shift go by better, but are you spending the mental time to criticize them and judge them appropriately if they're worthy enough to be in your life? I think back to when I was a kid, and if I hung out with a shady kid or a delinquent growing up, my parents would separate me from them because they would not want me hanging out with someone that I would get influenced in a inappropriate or a bad way. So you have to take that initiative now as a young person, that your parents aren't always going to be there to help you pick which friends you need, because they actually knew some very important things. But instead, you have to take the initiative, like I just said, to criticize and find out if these friends are actually adding value to your life. Now, the hard truth is you're going to have to leave your old friends. And I say friends in quotation mark because are they actually your friends, or are you just hanging out with them because you had school together, you had work, you had activities, social obligations, and you say, well, these are actually nice people, they're fun to be around. But are they? Are they actually just rude to your face? Because we all have friends that we go to school and we think, oh yeah, we're friends, we hang out, we laugh, but frankly, they're kind of an asshole. Sometimes they hit me. Sometimes they blatantly say something to disrespect me in my face and make me the joke. Or you say, oh no, we just disrespect other people. He never talks bad behind my back. Sure, you weren't there to hear all the bullshit they said about you. So be careful of these so-called friends that you hang out with because of obligations, dude. They're tearing you down and they don't want you to improve. Frankly, you've been the punching bag of the friend group before, because these so-called friends that are supposed to be there for you, supposed to lift you up and help you, have actually used you as jokes or have talked ill behind your back. Those shitty friends from school or work, they were never your friends in the first part. You've only been there together for laughs or jokes. That's the amount of value that they've added to your life, is a little bit of pleasure of, oh, maybe we can go smoke some weed or drink and just frankly be assholes to each other. Yeah, I understand as men we need to have a little bit of grain and teach each other how to take insults and also hand out insults, but to an extent, that's a level one friendship of just shooting the breeze and being dickheads. So when it comes to self-improvement, a lot of initial people that join find that it is actually a frankly lonely experience. We are told initially that we need to stop doing all these bad habits and then start doing these new ones. And we find out, yeah, we're the sum of the people we hang out with. These degenerates that are going to go smoke weed and play video games all day. Well, I'm trying to work out every day, journal, meditate, improve my diet, figure out what I'm going to do with my life. And they're over here just dicking around. And if you go hang out with them and you are on a mission of self improvement, you're going to be spending time with them and you think, I'm just wasting my life around these people. So you do have to become lonely and, in the nicest way possible, separate yourself from these friends. Whether that's a goodbye message or just slowly isolating yourself, and then you'll find out that after I ghosted them, after I left appropriately, they were never my friends in the first place. They never caught up. Maybe one guy out of the group will hit you up and be like, dude, you do want to play some video games or check on you. But even then, You have to say no and leave them behind. Whether it's just for that one occasion that, oh, you can play video games with them. But that one video game is going to get you closer towards them. And they're going to hold you back. So on this self-improvement journey, you need to make new friends. Now, it might suck to get rid of all your old friends. You used to have all these people around you, you're popular, and now you're isolated and they don't understand why you're on some type of mission, that you got your head down and you're doing the hard work. And you can't save them. I've tried my best. I have a best friend that I've been with since I was in middle school, and we're exactly alike. The difference is I'm on a mission, he's living life. Now, I stay in touch with this guy. I talk to this guy every day on the phone because we're best friends. Now, it's got to the point that we can have rational conversations, but at no point will I ever try to continue to drag him onto self-improvement, because that's just physically who he isn't. He does not mentally understand it. So don't try to be Captain Save a Friend, but in the most mature and loving way is you're going to have to let them go. Now, with the plus side, after we got rid of all the shitty friends, saying goodbye, all that sad stuff of being lonely, is now improving oneself to be social. I'm not always the most social guy. I've had to read book after book on how to project myself in a social, warm way. So that's something you can work on yourself. But the beauty part of being on self-improvement is actually finding those old friends that are on the grind too. I had one friend which was like, I met him back in middle school. We kind of hung out a few times, maybe like 3 times every summer. And then once I start getting really into the gym, and he's a little bit older than me, we end up bashing heads, and we're like, oh, hey, it's you again. It's nice to meet you. And then we find out we have the similar hobbies. So you can revive friendships from the grave. Like, dude, I didn't even realize you're on self-improvement, or I didn't realize you were into the gym. So you can actually look around in your school or at your work or wherever you go and think, that guy actually has a similarity. Let me go out and make friends with him because we have something in common. Now that brings me into my next point, is finding our next friends. Understand that now, instead of finding your friends at the club or at school, I mean, you can still look in average places, but if you go to the gym or the martial arts gym, or you're going out hiking and these healthy places, art classes, and you can find actually healthy intellectual people that want to improve themselves just like you. So now you can find new friends that add more value. Now, the important part of friendships is putting something on the table so there's a mutual understanding of respect. The saying is iron sharpens iron. So if you have a friend in the gym, we all work out, we have a workout buddy. But if you can push them on the day that they feel like shit, and then it's the next day you feel like shit, they push you to go harder. Iron sharpening iron, or steel. You get the point. But now this is actually true where real friendships happen, not just dicking around, shooting the breeze at the lunch table. Sure, that's still fun and can still happen. But next is, how much can you improve your friends? Now, I preach, don't get people onto self-improvement unless if they're already on it, then you can give all the tips and tricks to them and help them succeed. So if you have a gym buddy, you can put all your value into them and help them increase their lives, and you will end up finding people that will do the same to you. And it's a truly like a magical feeling when you have a friendship and you can go out and you can spill your heart out to them in a helpful, mindful way, and you can have this like bro to bro mutual loviness of how much you have helped each other. So the important part that I just want to get over with this is, watch where you're being influenced. Are you spending time with friends that are pulling you down? And occasionally I'll hang out with a friend that I wouldn't really say relatively brings you down, but maybe plateaus you, kind of nulls your progress in a sense, because maybe we'll have a few drinks or we'll play a video game together. And that's the every once in a while. Once a month, I'll get with one of those friends because frankly, I still love them. I still enjoy being around them. But understand, if you actually want to be on a mission running this race with other dudes, those people are going to make you lose inevitably. That's the hard truth. But I still love some of them and I give the occasional time to them. So just be careful. Are you being influenced by people that want you to go out, enjoy your life, drink? I'm saying enjoying life as in like an over dopaminergic, bad habit way of drugs and alcohol and casual sex? Or are you being influenced by men that want you to find faith, purpose, strength, willpower, things like that? And then leave those so-called friends and then find new ones in ways that are going to improve your life. So hopefully this video has been some type of help to you in a way to make you understand that these so-called friends around you have actually been secretly influencing you to do your bad habits and hold you down. But instead, go out there and find new ones where you can conquer the world together in a band of brothers, a brotherhood that will go out and hold each other up and accountable like warriors in battle. I'm Maxwell. Again, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos like this. Go out there, do the hard work, and find some amazing people today to help each other out. So, peace.